Okay, good morning children. So I am going to teach you bio, and the first chapter of the bio, that is the chapter 6 from the NCERT book Science. The name of the chapter is Life Processes. Okay? Chapter 6, Life Processes. You all might have seen living beings sometime or other in your life around you, or sometime you must have seen yourself, and you must have differentiated yourself how you are different from a scooter or a car or a building or a fan or a pen or a pencil or whatever things you see around you. That is, there are two categories of objects around you. There are some which have got life, there are some which do not have life. Now what make a living being, and what make a non-living or a dead as non-living? I am alive standing in front of you just now. After 2 minutes, suppose I get a stroke and I may die here. So what will be the difference between a living person and a dead person? What is the difference between a living thing and a non-living thing? So that is what we want to know. And what makes a living being as a living being? So it is something difficult. So just to make the study easy, we are classifying or we are categorizing this. So the name life process is given to the chapter. The life processes are those processes which are necessary in order to sustain life, in order to make somebody living. Again, suppose you got a scooter. What are the parts of the scooter which are necessary? It is the engine, the carburetor, it may be some control which are there. The seat is there or not there, it hardly matters. The scooter will work. Okay, the extra tire, that is stepney, is there or not there, the scooter will work. Okay, the working of the scooter depends on the carburetor, it depends on the engine, it depends on the gearbox, it all depends on some of the controls. Similarly, in our body, we got several processes. There are nutrition, respiration. I'll just write them here. That is nutrition, respiration, transport, excretion, growth and development, movement and locomotion, response to stimuli, then reproduction, definite organization, definite life cycle, and homeostasis. These are some of the points on the basis of which we are different from non-living. We are different because non-living cannot show nutrition, living beings are showing. Living beings respire, non-living cannot. Living being has several types of particles transporting from one part to another as per their desire. Transport is a normal phenomena, like diffusion is always taking place. But diffusion is not taking place as per desire. Okay, we are having molecules transported in our body as per our desire. Excretion, that is the removal of it. All the living beings show growth. You all might have, when you were born, sometimes you see your old album, and you see how small you were, how cute you used to look when you were small. What was your height when you just joined LKG classes or nursery classes? How high or how tall you are today. Okay, that means the growth is taking place. How can growth be defined? Growth is defined as the increase in size, increase in mass, and increase in the number of cells. Any one or more of these things are there, we say the growth is taking place. You all were small, now you have grown to a large size. That is growth. Height is increased. Weight is also increased, definitely. When you were somewhere in LKG, your weight was somewhere about 12, 13, 14, 15 kilograms. Today your weight may be somewhere about 35, 40, 45 kilograms. So the weight is also increased. So growth suggests that the size increases, the weight increases. Sometimes we don't see that obviously that is the size and the weight is increased. Like a hen egg. The egg of the hen remains same for 21 days, but yet it is showing growth. Why? Because the number of cells are increasing. Its mass is not increasing. Its size is not increasing. But what is increasing is the number of cells. So any one of these criteria will be considered for growth. Next is development. That is addition of new cells, tissues and organs are known as development. So when we were born, several new things were added in our life. Even now at this phase, when you are in adolescence, you are having several changes taking place in your body. You see the boys who have got moustaches, who got beard, who got hair on the chest, or hair under armpit, and hair in the pubic region. And there are some other changes are taking place. In case of girls, the breast development is taking place, the uterus is increasing. So many changes are taking place. So it is an obvious feature of living beings. Non-living, as they born, they will remain like that only. I got a mobile here. What size mobile I bought? It is same size. What car I bought? It is of same size. What scooter I bought? It is of same size. What house I built? It is of same size. Non-living doesn't grow. Non-living doesn't have their own development. Okay. Movement. An obvious feature of living beings. All the living beings show movement. All the living beings shows movement. Non-living can move but by external force. Fan is moving because of the current is going in. If wind is blowing, it is because of the external force, because of the pressure difference. If this duster has to be moved from here to here, I had to apply force. But if I had to move, it is my internal will, my internal energy which is making me show movement. All living beings are showing movement. All living beings, whether it is plant, whether it is animal, whether it is microorganism, whether the body which is attached to the surface, substratum, all the living beings are showing movement. The degree of movement may differ. Their particles may differ within a cell. The cell itself is microscopic. In a small microscopic cell, the particles of carbon dioxide or oxygen which is entered, say for example oxygen which is entered, it will come up to the mitochondria. So this is also a movement. The carbon dioxide which is formed here will go out. That is also a movement. The blood is showing various type of particles to move from one part to another. That is also movement. Okay, so movement is an obvious feature of living beings. Only living beings can show movement of their own. Non-living, they have to have some external force working on it. Locomotion, when a body shifts from one place to another. I was standing there, now I am standing here. This is called locomotion. Plants cannot show locomotion, but they show movement. Okay, plant cannot show locomotion, but they can show movement. So that is the difference between. So all the locomotion is movement, but not all movement are locomotion. Okay, clear children? Response to stimuli. The body of living being can notice the changes taking place around them and within their body. Why that mango tree? How a mango tree come to know it is summer season? Now we should flower and we have to produce mango. Why you get mango only in summers? Why not in winters? How mango plant come to know that it is summers? How pea plant come to know that it is winter? Now we should bloom. All the living beings has an important property of response. They can feel. They can feel various type of things. It is not same in all. I can smell, but plant cannot. I can feel the temperature difference of 2 degrees Celsius. It may not be the same with some other organism. Okay, but every organism has some type of response, some type of sensation and some type of response. Okay, so that is a unique feature. Now you may say, sir, there are TV bhi kaam karta response. The moment I put the remote button on, it switches on or it goes off or its volume increases, obviously. But they are man-made objects. They are man-made objects. Man-made objects are working on artificial intelligence which we have developed. Okay, so that is not living. You cannot compare them as a living, but they are man-made objects. Okay, now reproduction is a unique property of living beings. You may find no non-living object which can produce its own kind by its own. अगर कर रहा है तो it is living being. But you cannot put the same sentence in the other way, that is all the living being will reproduce. No, not all living being reproduce, but if the reproduction is there, it is shown by only living being. Okay, so reproduction क्या है? Re means again, production means produce. That is what you have got, the same type of thing you have to produce. A rabbit can produce only a bunny rabbit. It cannot produce a camel. A camel can produce only a camel, not a horse. Okay, तो कबीर दास जी कभी स्कूल नहीं गए, उनको भी पता है वो पेड़ बबूल का आम कहाँ से होए, उनको भी पता है अब उनका क्या कहते हैं बबूल से बबूल ही उगेगा. ठीक है. सो रिप्रोडक्शन इज प्रोडक्शन ऑफ वन्स ओन काइंड, जो वो है वैसा ही बना पाएंगे. दिस इज अ प्रॉपर्टी कॉल्ड रिप्रोडक्शन. We have got full chapter on reproduction that we will study later on in the second half of the session. Okay, next is definite organization. Again a very important unique feature of living being. Okay, now what is definite organization means? You might have gone to so many restaurants, you might have gone to so many hilly areas, you might have seen so many rivers in your lifetime. You might have even seen number of non-living things, maybe mountains, maybe hills, maybe plains, maybe fields, maybe anything. Do they all look alike? Do they have same type of composition? Certainly not. But you take human being from any part of the world, the poorest of poor human being and the richest of rich human being, they will have 2 eyes, 1 nose, mouth with 32 teeth. होना तो यही चाहिए, वो उड़ गया तो बात अलग. 2 ears, lips here, inside also you'll have digestive system which will have esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and all. That is one of the very unique property. No two stone have got identical shape, size and composition. But the living being always, how an egg knows that I have to produce a chick? How a chick knows that I have to grow into a hen? These are the unique features of the living beings. So all the living beings have got definite organization. Organization means working together of 2 or more things. Now we got school. You all might have come to this school sometime or other. You have seen there are so many classes. In all the primary classes there are 5 sections of each class. In all the middle classes you have got 4 sections of each class. And there are particular places are there. Madhusudan, I'll answer your questions later on. Okay. So we got different things. Do we have all the schools in Kota exactly same in organization? Do we have same number of teachers in all the schools? Do we have same number of classes, same college place of the laboratory and all? Then why living beings have got the eyes in the same place, same number of eyes, we got same type of ears in the same location. So all these things are making us definite organization, which is a unique property of living beings. Not two balls will be exactly alike, though they are man-made, वो बना सकता है, ठीक है? Definite life cycle, again a unique feature of living being. क्या होती है life cycle? We all have started our life from one particular time. तो हम कभी born हुए थे, ठीक है? We were born in past, then we grew, then we reached adult. अभी आप लोग process में adult होने के, then we will move to old age sometime or other, and then we will die. No living being is there who is going to be live forever. हर living being को आज नहीं तो कल मरना है. हर living being को यही process follow करना है. No one is born an adult and going to be a child. No one is born as an old and then becoming young. ठीक है? The process will be exactly same. ये process follow करना है. And once anyone reach to the adulthood, then he or she is able to reproduce. और वो दूसरा बच्चा बना सकता है, which may be of exactly same type. तो so many अभी living being की लाइफ साइकिल यही रहती है. All the living beings will follow this pattern only. पक्की बात है, ठीक है? You may not find anything. More or less, we even find that the average lifespan is also more or less same. We say in human being in India they can live for almost 65 years. ठीक है। अब कोई आपको इंसान ऐसा नहीं मिलेगा तो 200 साल जी रहा है, 150 साल या 500 साल, 65 ± 5 years। अब कुछ 80 जी जाते हैं तो कुछ पैदा होते ही मर जाते हैं, वो एवरेज है। बट द ब्लंडरस चेंज यू विल नॉट फाइंड। ओके, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड definite life cycle. Every living being will have to follow this process only. They have to grow, born, they have to grow, they have to become adult, they will have to become old and die. Now, death can occur even at before the birth. Some child are born dead. Some are during the course of growth, they are becoming dead. Some are dying on adult. Okay? The reason can be anything. Okay, last and very important, most important feature of the living being. याद कीजिए आपने अपने घर में पुताई कब कराई थी लास्ट टाइम? When you got your house whitewashed or colored, painted, maybe in a year or 2 years back. Did you ever painted your body? We never get painted doing painting on our body. We are never repairing our body. But our body has its inbuilt quality of maintaining itself. No sooner the water in your body, water content goes almost 2%, 3% below than the threshold level, you will feel thirsty and you will go and drink water. No sooner the glucose level goes below a set point, you will feel hungry and you will go and eat food. No sooner you get hurt, after some time the bleeding will stop by its own. That is, the blood clot will form and the bleeding will be prevented. After some time the healing will start. ये सब बॉडी की इंटरनल फीचर है which is making your body to constant, that is in the same state. Homeo means same state, stasis मतलब state. That is, all the living beings have an ability to maintain the steady state. अगर आज से हम ताजमहल की देखभाल करना बंद कर देंगे ना, 10 दिन में 10 साल के अंदर वो खंडर हो जाएगा. बट वी आर नॉट टेकिंग केयर. कुछ ही लोग हैं जो पार्लर में जाते हैं. नॉट ऑल द पीपल, नॉट ऑल आर रिच इनफ टू गो एंड डू सम टाइप ऑफ केयर, स्पेशल केयर फॉर देयर बॉडी. ठीक है. बट बॉडी हैज इट्स ओन एबिलिटी. Body has its own ability to maintain everything. It can maintain water level, it can maintain sugar level. You see your pupil has got, eyes have got pupil which allow only a certain amount of light to enter in your eyes. Okay? When light intensity is more, the pupil will constrict. When light intensity is less, the pupil will expand maximum. So this is allowing, this is maintaining that how much light should fall onto your retina. Okay, so all these are the unique features of the living beings which are making them different from non-living. So I think today you are in a state to differentiate between living and non-living. Okay, but if any features of these are found in any object, that means he or she is living. And if it is not there, definitely you can say, "Sab ye to." Okay. Now, suppose someone while going on the road all of a sudden falls, and you find that there is no movement. Will you say he is dead? Will you say he is dead? आप उठा के ले जाएंगे इसको शमशान घाट में जलाने के लिए? कई बार हो जाता है, and we are taking, and then all of a sudden the person gets up. He must have gone unconscious, but he is not dead. He is not dead. तो कुछ features हो सकते हैं ना. How will we come to know whether he is dead or not? So we see whether the respiration is taking place. हम उसका पल्स देख रहे होते हैं. ठीक है. हम देखते हैं कि whether he is able to respond. क्या करता है डॉक्टर? What do doctor do to know whether the person is dead or not? If you take anyone डॉक्टर के पास में, डॉक्टर क्या करते हैं? उसकी आँख खोलते हैं एंड टॉर्च लगाते हैं. टॉर्च लगाने से क्या फोटो थोड़ी खिंच जाती है? Why doctor put torch light in your eyes? Someone side, not on your eyes. Someone is a 10th class. So why torch is put? Torch light is put. Torch light is put in the eyes so that the pupil will constrict at once. ठीक है. Whether you are in conscious state or you are unconscious state, when the light is put into the pupil, pupil will show constriction. So it is one of the most common way to detect whether the person is living or not, dead. ठीक है. So these are the features: nutrition, respiration, transport, excretion, growth, development, movement, locomotion, response to stimuli, reproduction, definite organization, definite life cycle, and homeostasis. If these features are there, now it is not necessary that everybody will all the time reproducing, everybody all the time showing response. हम किसी को सर्जरी करने ले जाते हैं, एक इंजेक्शन देते हैं, उसके बाद उसका बॉडी चीर दो, काट दो, कुछ भी कर दो, he or she doesn't come to know what is going on with the body. ठीक है, that doesn't mean he is dead, कि वो तो response ही नहीं दिखा रहा. Pupil will yet show response even in the state of unconsciousness. Heart is still working. ठीक है, तो these are the one of the common feature. हम कैसे मालूम करता है somebody is dead or not? Suppose a dog is lying there, not showing any response. You can't see even the pulsation. You cannot see the movement of the what you call body. Then how will you find out? How will you find out whether the person is living or dead? तो यार कुत्ता वो जो आपके घर के सामने पड़ा वो मर तो नहीं, तो आप क्या करते हैं? You throw water. You using some stick. You try to move it. So this is called response. So response is one of the most simple criteria by which we come to know whether the given object is living or dead. Okay, so I think these all are clear to you. In the next class, we will start with nutrition. Okay, these are the general features and these are the 4 life processes: nutrition, response, respiration, transport and excretion. These are the most important points about which the chapter deals, that is called life processes. Thank you children, good day.